The next morning, Brock and I are set up in a stand along the edge of some thick river bottom cover. Now there's a large, lush green alfalfa field approximately 100 yards out in front of us. And as it becomes light, we can see at least a half dozen big bucks feeding in the field. Hopefully, one of these deer will walk by within bow range on its way back to the bedding area behind us.
They got pictures of that deer. We just saw a big buck. Right there, Brock. There he is. He's big. It's a big 4x4. He's just walking out of the willows right there. He's walking out. He's kind of angling this way. Yep, he's angling this way. He's coming right down the dike. He's coming this way.
It's plain to see that the big buck is making a beeline directly toward our stand site. But what you don't see is the mule deer doe that's standing almost directly under our tree, staring straight up at us. I'm desperately trying to keep one eye on her and one on the rapidly approaching buck, and silently hoping she moves off before it's time to draw my bow. But when that doesn't happen, I'm left with only one option.
Smoked him, buddy. He's going in that tall grass. What an incredible morning. Hunting here in South Dakota. It's 10 after 7 in the morning. Got in here about 15 minutes before daylight. Brock had to set up, my cameraman Brock Pulver had to set up his base, his arm. We had a lush alfalfa field to the north of us. We've got a north wind. When it got daylight, you wouldn't believe the big bucks we saw out in that alfalfa field. They started filtering back here to bed down in the river bottom. And they were going on all sides of us, too far away. This buck actually came out 200 yards away and then worked his way all the way down on this dike, on this little berm in front of us. And we had a muley doe literally right under us. And when I drew on him, she jumped. You probably heard her. She jumped and ran. And I'm shaking, man. As I say, look at me, I'm a wreck. We're going to give him a few minutes and then we're going to go check him out. You're watching In Pursuit Television. Stay tuned. We got some big buck to hold up for you.
Well, this is what happened. You saw the hit on this deer, and it looked to us like it was a perfect shot. We were concerned because the deer ran off, stopped. We thought he was going to tip over, and he didn't. He then walked off, and we watched him lay down about 100 yards away. Apparently not an instantly fatal shot. The luxury of having a video camera with us is we looked at the footage, and the deer actually, just before the arrow hit, kicked back with his front leg. The arrow hit the back of his leg, and the shot ended up too far back. This is a lesson in patience. We backed out of here for 8 hours. Shot him at a little after 7 in the morning. Recovered him at a little after 3 in the afternoon. He came right to the river. We found him right in the water. We pulled him up on the sandbar here. You got to see this deer. And this is a perfect lesson for people who don't know any better, that when in doubt, just use a little restraint. Look at this buck. Scoreable 14 points. South Dakota, hunting with my good friend Pat West, Dakota Ranch Outfitters. Big shout out to his nephew Brandon, Brandon West. Brandon's the one that suggested we just walk the river bottom and look for him. That's what we did, and here he is. Matching double stickers off his bases, tremendous mass, as you no doubt saw in the footage, the encounter. Cameraman Brock Pulver here with me in South Dakota, laid down 9.5 minutes of pre-roll of this deer. Sorry we couldn't show you all of it. But he's got these neat little G4s that curve in and parallel his beams. Great brows, tremendous mass. Again, thank Pat West and Brandon West, Dakota Ranch Outfitters, Fred, Fast Freddy. You're watching In Pursuit Television. Stay tuned, there's a lot of big buck action coming up.